Have you ever found yourself feeling completely drained after helping someone despite your best intentions? What if I told you that your kindness might come with some hidden drawbacks? It's true. Sometimes, helping others can have unintended consequences that we don't always see coming. In today's video, we're diving into the dark side of helping others and uncovering 5 surprising ways it can actually harm you. We'll explore how well-meaning actions can sometimes backfire and what you can do to avoid these pitfalls. Drawing on timeless Buddhist Zen teachings, we'll discover insights that can help you maintain a healthy balance between compassion and self-care. Stick around until the end to hear a fascinating Zen story that perfectly illustrates these points and provides a powerful lesson on navigating the complexities of kindness. Let's get started.
Number 1. Overextending yourself. Constantly helping others can sometimes lead to a state of burnout and exhaustion. While the act of offering assistance is inherently noble, doing so without boundaries can quickly deplete your own energy and well-being. When you're constantly putting others' needs before your own, it's easy to forget about your own limits, which can lead to physical, emotional, and mental fatigue. This cycle of overextending yourself not only affects your health but can also diminish the quality of support you're able to offer others. In Buddhism, self-care and setting boundaries are essential components of maintaining balance and well-being. The Buddha taught that one must care for oneself to effectively care for others. The concept of self-compassion is central to Buddhist practice, where it's understood that you can't pour from an empty cup. Just as you must care for your own needs, you also have a responsibility to create a balanced approach to helping others. The teachings emphasize the importance of knowing your own limits and ensuring that you don't sacrifice your own health and happiness for the sake of others. A relevant Zen story highlights this lesson beautifully. There was once a monk who dedicated himself to helping every person in his village. His intentions were pure, but his continuous service began to take a toll on him. The monk found himself physically drained and mentally overwhelmed. One day, an older, wiser monk observed his plight and shared a simple yet profound piece of advice: you must tend to your own garden before tending to others. This advice struck a chord, and the young monk began to set boundaries, ensuring that he balanced his own needs with his desire to help. The story illustrates a fundamental lesson in Buddhism: the importance of balance. Just as the monk needed to care for himself to be truly effective in his role, so too must we recognize our limits and take time to rejuvenate. It's not about being selfish, but about understanding that maintaining your own well-being allows you to be a more effective and compassionate helper. By applying these teachings, we can avoid the pitfalls of overextending ourselves. Setting clear boundaries and making time for self-care ensures that our acts of kindness remain sustainable and meaningful, rather than leading to burnout. In the end, maintaining balance is key to offering genuine, effective help without compromising our own health. Number 2. Creating dependency. Helping others is a generous act, but when done excessively, it can inadvertently foster dependency and undermine their self-sufficiency. When we constantly step in to solve others' problems or provide support, we may unintentionally prevent them from developing their own skills and resilience. This over-reliance can lead to a cycle where individuals become dependent on others for their solutions, which can stifle their personal growth and problem-solving abilities. In Buddhism, fostering independence and self-reliance is a key principle. The Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of self-discovery and personal responsibility. Excessive assistance can disrupt this balance, as it may prevent individuals from learning to rely on their own strengths and resources. By supporting others in a way that encourages their growth rather than just offering immediate solutions, we align with the Buddhist ideal of helping people help themselves. A Zen parable illustrates this concept beautifully. There was a Zen master who had a group of students eager to learn. Instead of providing direct answers to their questions, the master guided them to find their own solutions. For instance, when a student came to him with a problem, the master would ask guiding questions rather than solving the problem outright. This approach encouraged the students to think critically and develop their own problem-solving skills, fostering their independence and self-reliance. The story teaches a valuable lesson about the nature of true help. By guiding rather than providing direct solutions, the Zen master ensured that his students grew stronger and more self-sufficient. This method not only empowered the students but also allowed them to appreciate the value of their own capabilities. It illustrates that effective support involves enabling others to become more capable and resilient rather than creating a dependency that hinders their development. By applying these insights, we can find a balance between providing support and encouraging independence. Helping others in a way that promotes their self-reliance aligns with both Buddhist principles and effective personal growth strategies. It's about offering assistance that empowers others to stand on their own, rather than fostering an environment of dependency.
Number 3, misguided intentions. While helping others is generally seen as a virtuous act, the motives behind such actions can sometimes be misguided or self-serving. For instance, we might help others not purely out of compassion, but to seek validation, gain recognition, or fulfill our own needs for approval. When our intentions are driven by ego or personal gain, the help we provide can lose its genuine essence, leading to unintended consequences and potentially harming both ourselves and those we aim to support. In Buddhism, purity of intention is crucial. The Buddha taught that true compassion must be free from ego-driven desires and self-interest. Genuine help comes from a place of unconditional love and empathy, not from a need for external validation or personal satisfaction. The Buddhist teachings emphasize that helping others with a pure heart leads to more meaningful and impactful assistance, while actions tainted by self-serving motives can lead to negative outcomes and personal dissatisfaction. A Zen story offers a profound lesson on this topic. Once, a Zen master had a disciple who was eager to help a poor village. The disciple went out of his way to provide food and resources, but he also made sure that everyone knew of his generosity. He sought praise and recognition for his actions, believing this would enhance his spiritual status. However, the villagers were more concerned with his motives than the help he provided, and his actions ultimately led to resentment and distrust. This story illustrates the pitfalls of misguided intentions. While the disciple's actions were outwardly benevolent, his underlying desire for recognition tainted the sincerity of his help. The story teaches that the essence of selfless giving lies in the purity of one's intentions, where the focus is solely on the well-being of others, without any expectation of personal gain or acknowledgement. By reflecting on these insights, we can strive to ensure that our acts of kindness and support are motivated by genuine compassion rather than self-interest. Understanding and aligning with the Buddhist principle of pure intention allows us to offer help that truly benefits others, free from the complications of ego and personal desire. This approach fosters deeper connections and more meaningful contributions, both for ourselves and those we seek to assist. Number 4, neglecting your own needs. When we consistently prioritize the needs of others over our own, it can lead to the neglect of our personal responsibilities and goals. While helping others is important, focusing solely on their needs can result in our own well-being and aspirations being sidelined. This imbalance can lead to stress, burnout, and a feeling of personal dissatisfaction, as we may find ourselves falling short in achieving our own goals and maintaining our own health. Buddhism emphasizes the importance of balancing care for others with self-care. The Buddha taught that while compassion and support for others are virtuous, it is equally important to attend to our own needs and growth. Neglecting oneself for the sake of others can disrupt this balance, leading to a depletion of energy and focus. By nurturing our own well-being and personal development, we ensure that we are in a stronger position to help others effectively and sustainably. A Zen story highlights this lesson vividly. There was once a Zen practitioner who was renowned for his dedication to helping others. He spent all his time serving the community, neglecting his own physical health and spiritual practice. Eventually, his health deteriorated, and his ability to serve effectively diminished. An elder Zen master observed this and gently reminded him, "If you do not care for your own vessel, how can you carry others' burdens?" This moment of realization helped the practitioner understand the necessity of maintaining his own well-being to continue his service. This story illustrates the crucial lesson of maintaining balance. The Zen practitioner's experience underscores the idea that self-care is not an act of selfishness, but an essential component of effective service. By tending to his own needs, he was able to return to his role with renewed energy and effectiveness, benefiting both himself and those he served. Applying these insights, we can strive to find a balance between helping others and caring for ourselves. By ensuring that our own needs and goals are met, we can continue to offer meaningful support to others without compromising our own well-being. This balanced approach aligns with Buddhist teachings and helps us to lead a more fulfilling and sustainable life. Number 5. Losing sight of your own path. Focusing too much on helping others can sometimes cause us to lose sight of our own path and goals. While it's admirable to support those around us, excessive involvement in others' issues can distract us from our personal aspirations and purpose. We may find ourselves so consumed by the needs of others that we neglect our own ambitions, leading to a sense of unfulfilled potential and directionlessness in our own lives. Buddhism teaches that while compassion for others is important, it's equally essential to stay aligned with one's own path. The Buddha emphasized the balance between self and others, encouraging individuals to follow their own path while still being compassionate and supportive. According to Buddhist principles, staying true to one's own journey allows for a more genuine and impactful ability to help others, as it ensures that our support is rooted in a well-developed sense of purpose and direction. A Zen story beautifully illustrates this concept. There was once a Zen master who dedicated himself to aiding anyone in need. Over time, he became so engrossed in helping others that he began to lose touch with his own spiritual practices and personal growth. One day, a seasoned practitioner approached him and said, "You have traveled far in service, but the path you walked should also be your own." This remark prompted the master to reflect deeply and realize that his true purpose was not only to help others, but also to remain aligned with his own spiritual journey. The Zen master's realization highlights the importance of maintaining focus on our own path. By rediscovering and recommitting to his personal journey, he was able to find a harmonious balance between his own growth and his service to others. This balance allowed him to offer more meaningful and authentic support, rooted in a clear sense of purpose. Incorporating these insights, we can ensure that our efforts to help others do not overshadow our own path and goals. By remaining aligned with our personal journey while offering support, we enrich both our lives and the lives of those we assist. This balanced approach allows for more genuine compassion and a more fulfilling life overall.
Conclusion. In exploring the dark side of helping others, we've uncovered how overextending ourselves, creating dependency, misguided intentions, neglecting our own needs, and losing sight of our own path can all have unintended consequences. By drawing on Buddhist insights and Zen stories, we've seen the importance of maintaining balance, purity of intention, and self-care in our acts of compassion. Remember, true support comes from a place of equilibrium, where helping others does not come at the expense of our own well-being or personal growth. Reflect on these lessons and strive to offer help in a way that enriches both your life and the lives of those you assist. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on finding balance and wisdom in our daily lives.